Your success, like most things in life, require process. Process is the systematic series of actions directed towards some end. And in order for you to go through this process for success, you're going to need to put yourself in position to succeed. That's why in this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 things that you will need for your success process. And I have seen these 3 things make a difference in my own life, as well as the lives of the successful people that I study. And so if you are somebody that you want more in your life, this episode is just for you. And be sure to stick around for the entire episode, because the last thing that you need for your success process is the most important. So let's get into it. Welcome to another episode of the Dream Lifestyle Podcast. My name is Trevón Jr., and I'm excited to have you here because you matter. This podcast is for anyone that wants to achieve excellence in the process to their success. And as you know, what you put in is what you're going to get out. And when you put in excellent work, you're going to get excellent results. And so if you are somebody that you may feel stuck and you want more in your life, or you just want better for your life, this is the place for you. So I'm encouraging you to subscribe. I'm encouraging you to like. I'm encouraging you to comment. And I'm encouraging you to take action because, the real purpose behind this podcast is not to give you a bunch of theory and give you a bunch of concepts. It's really to inspire action. And because that is what it's going to take for you to change your life. That's what it's going to take for you to accomplish and operate in excellence while you're in your process to success. And, we're talking in today's episode about what you need for the process for success. And I'm going to be sharing with you 3 things that have been, I would say, transformational for me in my life, but I've seen these 3 things that work with the most successful people you can think of in any type of industry. Because I'm telling you, when you integrate, when you install, when you download these 3 things that I'm going to be sharing with you in your process to your success, I'm telling you, you could take it to the bank that you're going to really notice a difference in the way in which you operate every single day. All right. And so I'm encouraging you to really stay for the entire episode as well, because the last thing that I'm going to tell you is the most important. All right. So the first thing that you need in your success process is foundational habits. All right. You need foundational habits. The reason why you need foundational habits is because they keep you grounded and they keep you focused. All right. Now, in today's society, it is so easy to kind of be really high up and get caught in the confidence trap, or to be really too low where you're also caught in the confidence trap, but you're just so low to the point where you don't do anything. And even in the sense of being focused, it's very easy to get distracted, right? We have so many things with our phones, with people, we have this birthday to go get to, we have this event, we have so much stuff going on around us that it's easy to get distracted, and it's easy to not just stay even keel through our process. But when you have foundational habits, when you have a really good morning routine, when you really have a good power statement, when you really have a good charging statement, when you really have a good vigilante identity, when you really have all of these foundational habits in place, you will find that you will be able to respond to the unpredictability of the process of success. But it starts with having those foundational habits. Now, what I'll tell you is you have foundational habits now. Some of you just might not be aware of them. Okay. Now, a foundational habit, as I'll define it for you, a foundational habit is basically the type of habit that you need in order to operate at your best. Okay. Now, again, that's much bigger than just a morning routine, because the morning routine, the perfect morning routine, is just the routine that you do to get your day started. Foundational habits is basically the culmination of the habits that you do your entire day that must be done, that must be done for you to operate efficiently and effectively. All right. And I'll give you an example. For me, one of my foundational habits is that I have to listen to or watch some sort of podcast or YouTube video, or just consume some piece of information that allows me to learn more and grow in business. That to me is a foundational habit. Like if I don't do that, my entire day just feels off. Another one of my foundational habits is praying. If I don't pray, a lot of my people that are believers will understand me when I say this. If I don't pray, Oh, the day can go anywhere. There's no telling where the day can go. But for me, prayer is a foundational habit. So that has a very high priority list on my list of habits. Like I like to read and I like to do a whole bunch of different stuff. But when it comes to my foundational habits and using prayer as my example, oh, prayer has to get hit in the beginning of my day. For me, prayer is in my morning routine. But for whatever it is your foundational habits are, but again, it's the habits that basically contribute to you operating at your best. And you need to make sure, particularly while you're in the process to your success, that you're operating at your best as much as possible. And it's not about being perfect. So I don't want to come across as like you have to hit these. And if you don't, then you don't give yourself a chance. But you want to make sure that you have the type of foundational habits that are consistently empowering your mind, that are consistently encouraging your heart, and are consistently inspiring you to take action with your hands. All right. Those are the types of foundational habits that you want to stay consistent in, so that way you really see the type of excellent results that you dream of. All right. So that is why you need foundational habits in the success process. Now, the second thing that you need in the success process is you need a really good solar system. All right, you need a really good solar system. Now, solar system, as I define it, is basically who and what is around you. All right, so I'll start with the who. In terms of your solar system of people, you want to make sure that you have people around you that are encouraging you to grow, that you're not in the community trap. You're not around people that are neutral. You're around people that are challenging you. You're around people that are encouraging you. You're around people that are motivating you. You have people in your solar system that are, basically encouraging you, motivating you, inspiring you to improve your life. Okay. And one of the signs that you have a good solar system of people is by knowing how often do you have like real conversations with them. And I mean like real conversations about the dream. So I'm not talking about real conversations about, oh, here's what's going on with my family and everything like that. We're talking in the lane of the goal. We're talking in the lane of just the big dream. How often and how consistently are you having real conversations with the people that are in your inner circle about your dream? And I mean in a vulnerable place where you can say to them, hey, I wasn't as productive as I thought I should have been this past week with it. And they're going to build you up, or you let them know, hey, in a week, I plan on doing this. You don't do it. And then they're like, hey, like what's going on? I thought you were going to do that. And they're holding you accountable to whatever it is that you claimed you were going to do. That is how you have a good solar system. And I'll even throw in this little bonus gem in terms of how you have the right solar system of people. It's knowing that they themselves have their own thing going on where you're like, oh, you just signed what? You got what deal? They're in their own process of success, and they're going about their process of success, and you view their process of success in a way that is motivating to you, that gives you like the kick in the butt that you need to get moving, right? I can tell you from me and all the people that are in my solar system, salute to them. They know who they are, that it's all just a circle of motivation. Like when all my guys, they know like I'm like their biggest cheerleader, and then the same way, vice versa. And in the same way, I'm the loudest one cheering. I'll be the first one to say, hey, that wasn't good. You could do better. Hey, what happened? I thought you were going to do. And it's the same thing for me. They hold me accountable to the things that I say I'm going to do. And it's a great solar system. Again, a solar system is something that works all together. Okay. And you want to make sure that you have the right people in your solar system. Now, the what of the solar system, again, just in terms of what you need to be a part of the success process, the what are things like media, music, posters, wallpapers, backgrounds on your phone, whatever it is. Like this is more so just like the what, like what podcast you're listening to, just what music you listen to. Is it actually motivating you to get work done, or is it just mindless type of relaxing type music, right? And again, I'm not saying don't listen to entertaining music. I'm not saying don't listen to or don't watch entertaining movies or anything like that just kind of allow you to relax. But you want to make sure that you have you want to make sure you have things in your solar system that encourage you to take action. You want to make sure that you have things in your solar system that inspire you to move forward in your process. Okay. Like for me, you're here. Well, for me, I should say I listen to, multiple podcasts and I follow multiple people on social media and things like that motivate me to get moving. They motivate me. They remind me, they show me of what's possible. They show me of what I can do with my business. They show me what my life can look like. But that's because I have intentionally structured and constructed what I want my solar system to be, of who and what, so that way I'm moving forward in my process to success. And you can do the exact same thing. So you want to make sure that you have the right who in your solar system and you have the right what. Okay. And that's what you'll need. You need to make sure you have a good solar system in your process. Because, and I'll add this too, in your solar system, the whole point of the solar system, all right, just to wrap it up, is that it keeps you dynamic and it keeps you growing. All right. So if you need a way to know, well, how do I know if it's the right thing? If whatever it is that you're thinking about is not keeping you dynamic in the sense of always having you think, okay, how can it be better? How can you always operate in a level of excellence? Or is that thing allowing you to grow? Is it pushing you to grow? If any of those questions are no, it cannot be in your solar system. All right. If there's anything in your life that is not pushing you towards the goal, that is pushing you towards the life that you want to live, it cannot exist in your solar system. All right. Now, the last thing, the very last thing that you must have, and this is even bigger than the first two that I gave you, you want to make sure you need purpose. You need purpose in your success process, because purpose is what you have to fall on when times get hard. Purpose is what you have to fall on when there are tears rolling down your face. It's purpose that you lean on when there's nothing else that you can lean on. All right. Because when you firmly understand the purpose of your why, when you understand your why, as Simon Sinek would say, when you understand your why, that is what's going to empower you and encourage you to do the hard things. When you understand your why, that is what will encourage you to overcome your fear. That's what's going to encourage you to do the things that you never would have thought you would have done, because you understand what's at stake. And I say that question all the time. All my clients, they know that question. What's at stake? Okay. But it's because they understand purpose. So when you understand why you're here on this earth, understand that you will then be light years ahead and really put yourself in position to handle the success that you're on the way to while you're in process, because you have a clear understanding of why. And another thing that I'll tell you about your purpose, and I don't know if anyone's ever told you this before about your purpose, it has nothing to do with you. Your purpose has absolutely zero to do with you. Your purpose has to do with others. All right. Your purpose is the target of your purpose is other people. Okay. And in some way, and that looks different for everybody. Someone's purpose may be to help people. Another person's purpose may be to motivate people. Another person's purpose may be to connect people. Whatever it is, we all have a different purpose, but understand that your purpose has nothing to do with you. And when you are clear on what your purpose is and why you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, and it's from a place that is very selfless, it's from a place of just deep understanding, you will literally have the tools to overcome anything that you face. Things, when you think about quitting, it's not even a question of if you're going to quit. It's this task, this goal is going to get done come hell or high water, because I have a higher purpose as to why I'm even doing it. Okay. Because that will be the motivation. And that is what you need in your success process. All right. So I hope that was helpful, where you guys got the three things where you have foundational habits. All right. You have a good solar system and you have purpose. All right. Now, if you are somebody where you're like, okay, all that sounds great, it makes sense to me, but how do I do it? All I want you to do right now is look in the description link below, and I want you to click on the link where you can get your free dream workbook, because that'll be the start. All right. That'll be the start. And we also have our Dreamer Symposium coming up December 17th in Jersey, our first in-person experience. I'm super excited about that. And if I'm being honest, it's scary, but because it's scary, that's how I know it's the right thing to do. So if you're in the tri-state area, if you're near Jersey, you want to travel, whatever it is, get your ticket. That will also be in the description link below. Again, thank you so much. If you got value from this video, again, if you're somebody that you feel stuck and you want more in your life, you want better for your life, be sure to subscribe, because this is the place where you can learn how to achieve excellence in your process. And I just appreciate it, man. I really do. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. So be sure to be sure to comment. If I said anything in this episode that resonates with you, leave me a comment. I'd really appreciate it. And always remember, your dream is possible as long as you're willing to work for it.